Welcome to Streets of the U.S. Today, I'll be discussing the Simon City Royals. The Simon City Royals are a white street gang that originated in Chicago in the 1950s. They are one of the largest and oldest white gangs in America. The gang is in the Folk Alliance, which means they are in the Folk Nation. They are allies with the Gangster Disciples. They are rivals with gangs in the People Nation. The gang's main source of income are from narcotic sales. They have expanded nationwide and is the fastest growing gang in Mississippi. In 2022, 21 members of the Simon City Royals were federally charged. 3 of those charged were from South Mississippi: Chauncey Bilbro, Jason Hayden, and Dylan Heffer, all hail from Mississippi. All 3 men were charged with racketeering and conspiracy. Murder was added to Heffer's charges. In 2015, Bilbro and Hayden were involved in shipping 50 grams of meth through the United States postal system. In February of 2015, Bilbro and Hayden kidnapped and tortured a man so he could tell the Postal Service that the drugs were his and not theirs. Also in the same year, Helfer stabbed Brad Fitch to death. In 2021, Joseph Paul McLeod of Pascagoula, Mississippi, pled guilty to capital murder. Joseph was a high-ranking member of the Simon City Royals. The guilty plea was for the murder of Dustin Suttles. Joseph was one of 4 men involved in this murder. In 2021, Drew Burgo, also known as Creep, was sentenced to 35 years in Louisiana State Prison. Drew was a member of the Simon City Royals. His first victim was Jeremy Fountain, who was found dead in a wooded area. Fountain was shot in the head. His second victim was Matthew Spooner, who was found dead in a house in the 7th Ward in New Orleans. Both men were associates of the Simon City Royals. In July of 2013, a leader of the Mississippi chapter of the Simon City Royals was arrested in Pensacola, Florida. Jason Bullock was indicted on attempted murder, bank robbery, drug distribution, kidnapping, and robbery. Bullock would often refer to himself as the Prince of Mississippi. He would sometimes travel to Chicago to meet with gang leaders. Bullock and his gang also bribed a Forest County deputy in 2008. The deputy brought in contraband to Bullock while he was serving in the county jail. It was even discovered that in 1998, Bullock and other Simon City Royals robbed the Citizen State Bank. In July of 2017, a Simon City Royal was given 22 years in prison for conspiracy and kidnapping in Jackson County. Christopher Gray was one of 7 men that kidnapped a woman who they believe was a snitch. Deputies with the Jackson County Sheriff's Department found a female bound with duct tape who had been beaten. The home where the woman was found was believed to have been used to sell meth. Gray was sentenced to 30 years in prison. If you like this channel, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.